Today I'm feeling confrontational, today I'm feeling petty, today I feel like I want to call out the biggest pseudo-journalist there is in tennis media who fabricates quotes just for some engagement, and his name is Luigi Gatto. To preface, I don't hate Luigi as a person because I don't know him as a person, but don't get me wrong, if I were to ever get to know him, there is a chance that I would dislike him as a person as well, based on the stuff that he is doing on Twitter, but for now I just despise the fact that he presents himself as someone who is impartial, as someone who is objective, as someone who provides interesting information from the huge world of tennis from reliable sources to an audience of 26.6k people on Twitter. But in reality, he is not doing that with good intentions in mind though, is he? He has been called out for misquoting BS previously, but most recently a supposed quote from Alexander Zverev that was posted by Gatto has been making rounds in the tennis bubble, and if you are not familiar with this quote, I'll read it for you. I don't want to sound arrogant, but in last year's French Open I was playing my best tennis ever on clay. If I had not been injured, I could have won the title. In my opinion, that quote isn't even that bad, but I am an outlier in this situation because after reading this quote, an immediate reaction from an average tennis fan was, "Oh, what an arrogant a-hole Zverev is, he would never beat Rafa at the French Open." And even though that assessment might be correct, it was made after reading a fake, fabricated quote that was published with an obvious intention to capitalize on someone's already damaged reputation. Now I'll read the real quote and you can decide for yourself whether Luigi is an honest man who is just a messenger, as they say, or his goal is to fuel hatred towards an athlete. "Rafa is the best player to ever play on that surface. I felt like I was playing my best tennis that I have ever played on that surface. I did feel like I could at least compete with him, which I was doing. I felt like that week could have been the week for me." And listen, I'm not trying to say that Zverev has never done anything wrong, but nobody deserves to be misquoted like this, no matter the reputation. The worst thing about all of this is the fact that nothing will change. Pseudo-journalists like Luigi will lie because those lies fit the narrative the tennis community wants to push. And in situations where someone from the big three is even remotely mentioned, hyenas like Gatto will always take advantage of that, because they already know that a huge part of the tennis community will support him and provide his tweets with interactions no matter what, as those people are so obsessed with the big three that they don't even care whether a quote is real or fake. They just want to attack and diminish the younger players. But I don't want to talk about the problem that is obsession over the big three right now. If you are interested in my thoughts on that, you can check out the suggested video in the top right corner. But my main point is this: because of the BS that I mentioned in the video where players are unfairly represented, there always will be players who will be considered good and players who will be forever considered bad no matter what. Those players can donate to charities, make their own charity foundations, or actually be inspirational to the youth, but they will never be considered good guys because they break rackets sometimes or they don't shy away from speaking their mind. And that reputation will always haunt them, as people like Luigi Gatto will always focus on the negatives rather than something positive. If you are looking for genuine tennis content, then look no further and subscribe to the channel. It is always truly appreciated. But until next time, take it easy, my friend.